We're straightening out Iran, we're straightening out El Salvador,
Venezuela.
Venezuela, Colombia. We're doing
Very quick meeting.
no.
This is getting tabled. Bastard.
Call to order Minneola City Council. If we'll all rise for a moment of silence, and Vice Mayor, if you'll lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda review.
Looks good, sir. Looks good.
Just one item, Mark. Item 4 under the consent agenda. Do we want to remove that one?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to remove that item.
Are we moving consent to bring it to discussion, or is it just?
No, we're going to, Christine, where do we leave off with that? We're just going to remove it. I guess we have to bring it back and re-advertise it.
So I'm not sure how they settled after I sent the information.
Yeah, because,
He said he was reviewing it.
correct, and that's all we heard. All right, so let's just table indefinitely for now.
Remove for now.
Remove for now, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know what the technical term was. I didn't know if you had a.
Indefinitely.
Okay, that's fine. I also, we had a request from the applicant to table item 6 and item 7.
Yes, that was somewhat from the applicant. You'll remember at
Well,
the,
he took all the credit, so.
oh, well, yeah, they can have it, but at the first hearing, you remember, this was one we transmit the comp plan, and we have not yet received all the state comments back. So those are anticipated to be here by the next meeting, and the applicant suggested, well, rather than have 2 meetings talking about the same thing, why don't we just table it and do it all at the same time, which is a good idea. So if with that, we'll table.
I think it's because he's cash strapped and he just doesn't want to pay his lawyer for 2 meetings.
Which is very unfortunate. I know, and we should hold it tonight just for that purpose.
Keep lawyers employed.
That's right, full employment. But yes, if you could please table items 6 and 7 till the next meeting, January 20th.
Is there anything left?
One thing.
Yeah, one thing.
Yeah, we got it. Jimmy's here.
So you've got you've got that, and you want to just add those to yours, the table, or 5 and 6?
No, I think the table, were we tabling that to the next meeting, Scott? For items
Yes, tabling 6
6
and
and
7 to
7.
the next meeting.
So with all adjustments, just a motion to approve indefinite on number 4 and moving 6 and 7 to the next meeting.
Correct.
January 20th.
I got a motion on the floor for that. Can I get a
So
second?
moved? Oh,
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Public comment, if there's anybody that wants to speak on anything at this time. There'll also be another time to speak in about 5 minutes when we're done with the other item at the end of the meeting, so. Happy New Year,
evening.
Jennifer.
Hi, how are you? Jennifer Morris, 1064 Golden Dawn Loop. Just a quick question, hopefully. I saw a flyer about the Walmart Sam's Club Town Hall meeting, it says. Just, is it a city official capacity or it's, okay?
no, so just to add to that, it is not a city-sponsored or sanctioned event. Therefore, we do not have to, of course, adhere to the same rules. It is privately put by them. We do not know the agenda. We don't know what's going to be discussed. They just asked us for the room to discuss, so.
Okay, and it says that it's at 100 South Main Avenue, and I
No,
heard it's
So there
incorrect.
was an error on their part. It'll be here in City Hall.
Okay, are they going to redo the flyer so the residents can
They
Send it
did.
out to?
I have the updated one. I'll send it to you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'll send it to you right now, Jennifer.
Can I, on that meeting, the time was 4 to 6. Has anybody given them feedback on, that's
I did all that I could.
fine. I'm just asking. So we're just letting them, we're just hands off?
We're 100% hands off on this.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just wanting to make sure from,
January 22nd, Jennifer, from 4 to 6 here in City Hall. Or 4 to 7. Yeah, I'm looking it up now, Jennifer. Give me a minute and I'll send it to you.
that's fine. Thank you. Just didn't need to.
I'm glad she asked that to clarify. It's nothing that the city council's doing. They asked to use the space to talk directly with the public and share their plans, and
Just like if we had any other organization asked to use the space, they're allowed to use the space.
right, this is not
So
something,
that's,
public.
right.
and luckily, they didn't use city logo or anything like that. I appreciate that they didn't say City Hall either. They just said 800
No, they said City Hall.
on the second one. And the first one, they didn't.
First one they did not. Jennifer, I just sent to you. Let me know if you got it.
Okay.
Is it good? Cool.
Okay. Anybody else in the audience? Okay, project updates.
So the only one that, then just to confirm, I do know that they did send over the contract for Trailhead. Has that been signed?
It's been signed.
Okay, so I'll start
You can do-
interfacing with them and start planning all that out.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only update that I had on my list. Next meeting, I'll have the full list again.
Okay, thank you.
Unless, Mark, do you have any high-level updates you want to give for the projects, or you want to wait till next meeting?
No, that's great. We can
Postpone to next.
go through it the next one. Mhm.
Yeah.
Pam, for the yours, I know that there were 2 that were in progress. Any updates on those, or you want to
I
wait
was
till next
actually
meeting?
going to refer to Christine and Mark on that. The last I did, I will say the one, the memorial site, it is completed as far as the pad, but in regards to the monuments, Christine told me those are still on order. Is that correct? Yep, they still,
They have been ordered, though. We're just waiting.
they
for them
have
to
been
get in.
ordered.
Anything else? If not, we're good. Manager's consent agenda?
Looks good, except for item 4, like we discussed.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve city manager's consent agendas, items 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Motion, anybody in the audience? Bring it back to council.
I do have a question. Now, the purchase requests for
You
removal
want a
and,
second first, and then we'll do the discussion?
oh, okay.
Is that a yes? You want a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay. Okay. You got a question, Pam?
I did have a question on item 2 on the city manager's consent agenda. In regards to the painting, and is that the removal of the, yeah, it's the removal of the wallpaper, is that in the utility area? Utility billing? Okay, that's all I needed to know, just want to confirm that. Thank you for that, because it was brought to my attention, because it's, as soon as you're looking at utility billing, it's right top left-hand corner, and it's just right
Problem
there.
solved. Problem
Yes,
solved.
yes. Thank you.
Some of the work within the limits have been done, but we wanted to expand the work into the offices and other areas, so that's why this is on there. But
Perfect,
some of that work's already completed.
excellent, thank you.
Okay, is this including carpet, or is that carpet gonna come back under another one?
No, we're getting quotes on carpet now, and that's what we're holding up for the, the banding, the floorboard, the
Okay.
baseboards.
First and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, now we have Rescue Lake Medical Office.
This is a quasi-judicial item, so if we could please, if anybody that may wish to speak on this item, could they please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that any testimony you give this evening is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please say, "I do."
I do.
Thank you all.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. For the record, my name is Eric Rosh with Inspire Placemaking here in my capacity as a contract planner to the city. This is item number 5 on your agenda, which is the Grassy Lake Medical Office Site Plan. I'll run through the location of the project, speak to the request, and then I'll wrap up with a brief summary. So this project's on the southwest corner of Citrus Grove Road and Grassy Lake Road. It's about 4.6 acres in size, and it's zoned PUD. You may recall this came through the entitlement process last year with a development agreement and a rezoning. The site plan is requested for just under 32,000 square feet of office uses, so it's a combination of medical and office uses. They're proposing 5 buildings. You can see the larger building there on the east, and then 4 smaller buildings on the west. The proposed height's 25.5 feet, which is under the maximum allowable of 35 feet, and you can see the elevations proposed for the individual office buildings themselves. We did not have any outstanding reviewer comments. We did have one outstanding issue, which is in regard to the roof material. As you may recall, the city's code requires roofs to be constructed primarily out of either tile or metal, and they're proposing a membrane roof in this situation. We recommended that they go through the variance process for that. That's something that's been done previously, as you may recall at some of your other hearings. And I believe they'd like to discuss that, that requirement at today's meeting. So we do recommend approval subject to the resolution of the roof material. On December 1st, P&Z heard this case. There was a lot of discussion, primarily about the traffic study. There were some concerns that the traffic study was done in June, which is a time school was out, so people were questioning the counts in the study. And I'll just let you know that the applicant did submit a revised traffic study just on the 30th of December, so we distributed that to Lake County. They had otherwise signed off on the project and noted that they were working directly with the applicant on connection to Citrus Grove Road and Grassy Lake Road, and those are both county roads. So that's currently under review by Lake County. There were also some comments from Mr. Carey on some of the site design as it pertained to truck access, fire hydrant locations, and things of that nature, and I'll let the applicant speak to those comments directly. So we would recommend approval subject to the resolution of the roof issue. Thank you.
Anybody want to speak on this? The applicant here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, council members. My name is Jimmy Crawford. This is Kaveh Albacord, who is the principal for Grassy Lake Medical. I'm at 702 West Montrose Street, Claremont, Florida, Crawford, Monica, and Holt, and I'm here to represent Grassy Lake Medical. I believe that it was, as presented, totally factual and fine. We have no problem with any of the conditions. As was noted, all city staff and consultants have signed off on their projects, except planning has the one comment about the roof, and we completely understand. The elevations are in your, this is not something we're going to be able to resolve tonight, but I just want to introduce it. The elevations are in your packet because they're required to be submitted for the site plan. And as you can see, you can't see the roof material from any side of the elevation. It's all gabled and, there's a better architectural word for it, off where you can't see it. So we will be coming back before you. We have submitted to the city a proposed revision to the developers agreement that just says pursuant to these elevations, it can have a TPO roof. That'll be coming back before you, I hope January 20th, but if not in February, way before we're wanting to pull any kind of building permits. So we definitely appreciate the site plan moving forward. And if that fails for some reason, then we'll comply with the code.
I have a
That-
question, just, don't mind, Scott, this whole TPO roof thing, it's all about the visibility of seeing the tar roof. Is there a way to put some, we've gotten a lot of these, so is there a way to amend the code to say as long as it's not visible?
Yes.
That we can just eliminate that, and then that would prevent,
Yes.
is that something that we can entertain, and how does that have to go through P and Z, or could that just come straight to us, or how do we work it?
Typically, it would go through P and Z first for their input and then come back to you, but yes, and that would be preferred if that is the desire of council.
I just think
Rather
we
than
just
going
need-
through variances and development agreement changes.
I just know
then
as
let's just
develop
fix the
out,
code.
and hopefully in the future developments coming in, we're gonna be getting a lot more of these. I don't wanna see a tar roof, in my opinion,
Yeah.
but as long as it's blocked in a way, I'm just trying to eliminate,
Bureaucracy.
yes, thank you. Okay.
Audible.
We still want to go with the change of developer agreement instead of delaying. right?
Yeah, probably. That process will take a couple of months, so we would probably like to ask to bring that back.
Oh, it's fine, I'm
Yeah,
just
thank you.
saying,
Yeah, overall, I
if
completely
it's
agree.
something happens, we're just trying to, as Scott calls it, a little housekeeping.
And I understand exactly why it's in there, and I don't disagree. It's just that if.
And that's
we've
fine,
gotta
I
have
don't
a
wanna hold up
drone
your
to see-
process, but
Yeah.
I'm also, you're just taking one for the future developer.
I completely get it, and we're fine with that.
He just wants to make sure he's still buildable, that's all he wants.
And we do know there's probably a comment or two from the audience, and we'd like to address whatever questions you have as well as the audience, but other than that, we don't have anything formal.
I do have a question for Eric. Can you go back to the slide for the signage?
Passing signage off to you.
Somebody has to do it. So do we expect the signage to be like this, so the white background with the cutouts of the letters, or are we going to have some sort of backdrop with the letters of the tenant in front, or what are we looking at?
Yeah, I think the signage,
Name and address
oh,
for
sorry.
the record.
My name's Kaveh Albacord, 853 State Road 436 in Castleberry. That's just there as like a placeholder for where signage would go. I would expect that the tenants would have the signage to be placed above their particular door that meets the code for signs. It's not
So-
necessarily like that or not like that.
So these are multi-tenants in these buildings, or is going to be one tenant per building?
No, I expect there to be multiple tenants per building.
So how many signs are we going to have? For example, let's say buildings 1 and 2, how many signs do you expect? So I see 4 entrances, you expect to have 4 signs?
It could be, but, you know, it could also just be 1, could also be 2 signs.
I'm gonna-
But they'd have to be relative to the sign code for.
Right.
I want
the-
to, because I don't know if you were the attorney in the Claremont issue, but we had one at was that you with the sign issue at Paradise, the building over by Costco where was that you by chance? That wasn't you.
With the light? or-
No, this was the one where the one person took up all the square footage for theirs, and so the first person came in and put a big sign up, and he used all the square footage, so when the other tenants came in, there was no square footage left over.
And
So we just need to be careful on,
Absolutely.
We
I-
plan on meeting the code, we're not asking for a variance. If they're individual doctors, a lot of them only do the door window sign.
Correct, right.
I'm concerned about the ones facing the houses.
I'm getting
We
there.
don't anticipate any waivers or variance requests.
So these signs, I'm assuming they're going to be lit?
I expect them to. You know, they don't necessarily have to, but, you know, that tends to be what tenants prefer.
And when it comes to these signs, so are there any of these, I'm sorry, the buildings, are any of these facing the neighborhood that's directly behind?
Yeah, so the way they're designed, Building 5 could have the same.
Back to the
same
layout.
look. Yeah.
He's going to go back to the layout.
Yeah, it could, the same, they're essentially mirrored, the site plan. So it could. I believe during the developer agreement discussion, we entertained having hours of operation or time for when those signs could be turned off. I'm open to something like that again.
Yes, we did. We actually discussed it with the neighbors about the entire parking lot, and everybody finally decided that for security purposes, that was a bad idea, and we were gonna do dark skies hooded anyway. But for the signage, we would be subject to your photometric plan, no more than one lumen off-site. But I don't see a problem with, doctor's offices aren't, we're not running a 24/7 clinic here.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, however, that has to be formalized. We can do like
probably
a,
would be in the developers agreement when we come back to
Correct, right.
redo that. We're okay. I don't want to say 5 o'clock, but certainly 7, 8 o'clock.
Just have it in your head, so I think,
Yeah.
Commissioner, we bring it back up when,
Yeah, once it comes back up, I'm gonna bring it up, just to give you, it's a little bit different situation, actually close to your property where you have the mini storage. So
Right.
there
Right.
was a variance where they needed it, so, what we decided, actually, I was the one who really pushed for it. The signage that's facing the neighborhood, i.e. my neighborhood, the sign is there, but it cannot be lit,
I got you.
right? So.
And that's a 3-story building, right?
Correct, correct,
Yeah,
yeah. And I know yours is one story, and the whole council knows this. I hate going to my backyard seeing Papa John's lit up at 2 in the morning. So I'm sure that the neighborhood behind is not gonna wanna see
I get it.
Medical Plaza lit up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
That would make me hungry, is what it would do.
it's, I think, important to recognize also that neighborhood behind us is, I think, there's a big drop.
Sure,
Before it. So it's their second floor is kind of really the ground level of our buildings. And then it's lined with what I feel like is 300 oak trees along the southern side. It's maybe not that much, but it's quite a few oak trees also that are going to be planted in addition to the hedge.
Yeah, and I think in 20 years, we won't have that issue. But
I
in years
understand.
1 through 19, we
Yeah.
can have that issue.
If-
right?
I think it's just a point of if it's in the second, if your second story is even with your ground level, then that means at night, when people are upstairs in their house,
They'll be able to see it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just.
I
if you're
recognize that, but-
cognizant that it'll be brought up again.
But I also think for any tenant or occupant who's facing that direction, having a lighted sign is less important.
Sure.
Because they're not facing the road, and so I
We're not
don't.
trying to draw business in.
Correct.
From the
From
backyards of our neighbors.
from the second floor on somebody's house.
No, yeah, exactly. So I need reasonable limitation there. I think we're open to.
Okay.
All right. So we'll review the DA, and then when you guys come back, we'll discuss a little bit more if we need to. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, anybody in the audience want to speak on this?
Sorry, one more thing,
Oh.
gentlemen. No monument sign, correct?
We do have it as a potential for a monument sign on Citrus Grove by the entrance and Grassy Lake, but again, that all has to meet the code for signs in terms of size and everything else.
Okay, when it comes back, we'll be able to see renderings of it, to see, make sure the drawings, how it looks.
Yeah, whenever we applied for that, because I think that's a separate permit
Sign permit,
entirely,
it's a
right?
Sign permit, right, right.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that we
Yeah.
look at it before we do any approvals on it.
And we don't envision spaces for every single doctor. But as you've seen, those get minute, you can't really read them, and they don't do anything.
Sure.
So we're advertising the center, and then the individual doctors will say, we're Suite A of blah, blah, blah center.
Sure, okay.
Just to point out what Eric said, it doesn't come back here, that sign permit?
Just a sign permit just goes through permitting.
Okay.
So that's not something that you would see typically.
But we can deal with it in the developer's agreement. We're all right with that.
Right, as
Yeah,
long as it's within the DA, then we're fine. Of course, any variances will come before us, but as long as it's within the DA, then, of course, he has every right to build according to that, so.
Within the DA, that we,
From the signage perspective, right? So let's say you
image.
want to,
Okay.
you decide you want to do a bigger monument for whatever reason, it has a variance, of course, that comes back to us, so we review it. But if you stick within the DA, then of course, that's your right, so you have.
okay, all right,
ability
so
to
just
do
sticking with that, whatever the code is for
Okay,
that.
great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there anybody in the audience want to speak on this?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Kevin Carey, 20237 Sugarloaf Mountain Road. During our discussions back and forth about this development, they've answered a lot of my questions and addressed certain things. They did redo the counts for the traffic study, but what I'd like them to look at is they did 7 to 8 and 4 to 6. So school gets out, and they did on a Wednesday, school gets out at 2. So your peak will be somewhere around 2 to 3 on certain days. So when it comes back, maybe we can look at what the counts would be like on a school dismissal period, not the 4 to 6, which would be your majority of your people coming back from work, but you don't have a lot of the parents running back and forth picking up kids. The other one, the packet that was provided, the other concern I had was the fire access to the development on the southern driveway here on Grassy Lake. For the fire trucks to enter the property, they have to drive against traffic in the outside turn lane, coming southbound to turn right into the development, and then coming out of the development, they have to turn right and nearly go over the curb on the other side of the road to actually swing out. So I think fire looked at it, but maybe they want to look at it again to make sure they're okay with the way those fire truck paths are shown, that they're okay to do that. So those are just my two comments that maybe they can look at before it comes back. So, thank you.
Thank you.
So what do you need for this, Scott?
Well, you can approve it with the conditions. I mean, we previously mentioned the addressing in the development agreement amendment, the roof lighting and signage issues. If you want to also say, and also having fire review for any of the concerns on the exit, that could be included as well, so.
And
I just want to clarify, so we can go, they said they were going to come back with a variance for the roof, or we can just go ahead and fix the roof now and say, go ahead, you can do this roof as long as they do this mendering, or how do you think we should word that?
Well, I think the thought is they'll bring back the amendment to the development agreement before they're putting any roof on, and so it won't matter. But I think it probably helps them knowing you don't have a concern with that roof
How do
issue
you-
now, so moving forward.
Mr. Crawford, how would you?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Counselor. Yes, we understand, we're okay with the conditional approval as long as it allows us to either not do the TPO roof or keep going. We just want to keep moving forward.
Right, I think
And-
we don't want to halt you, we just want to make sure that.
Yeah.
We want to fix ours so it's not
Thank you.
visible, but we don't want us housekeeping to stop you.
Right.
So what is the best way to move forward? Can we just?
I think they're fine with a conditional approval.
conditional
There's-
approval.
Yeah,
We are, and then we'll come back in either January or February with the DA amendment and put the whole sucker to bed.
Okay, does that sound?
Yep, sounds good.
Council, any questions, concerns?
And that's also addressing, when they come back, addressing the roof lighting, the fire issue, the fire trucks, and also the study on the 2 PM for traffic study.
Yeah, I
Is
just.
that correct?
Well, I guess,
The traffic study piece goes back to it's the county, and the county's going to be redoing Citrus Grove Road shortly anyway, so that kind of throws all that out of whack anyway.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that,
Yeah,
You know,
I
Kevin-
think it's finance I think the fire department can just get them, just take a second set of eyes on it to confirm what they are. It's good.
Yeah.
okay?
as regards to the sign, just if we're staying within the code, is there any changes that needed for the developer agreement for that?
Correct. If you stick within the code, then
Okay.
you're good.
It's a
Yeah,
mute issue.
But we will have a clarification on the south-facing lighted signs and whether we can eliminate them or just time them or whatever in a discussion with you guys.
Correct, yeah. And we'll go into more detail on those parameters and when you guys come back up.
Yes, sir.
Joe, do you have any questions, concerns?
Not really, but this is the third building of 3 buildings that we've approved, that we've waived the roof issue.
That was why I brought up the,
We did it with the dentist office on 27, we did it with the 2 commercial buildings along the turnpike. We're gonna do it with this building, and
I think it's the issue of what it looks like. I don't know if it's a design issue, it's the aesthetics of what it looks like. And so as long as it's being blocked, I think that's the spirit.
Well, I think the term aesthetic is subjective. I mean, it depends on how you view it. In my opinion, the commercial buildings along the turnpike are going to be very visible, and we waived the parapet facing the turnpike, then we waived the roof. We waiver everything, so why don't we just get rid of the thing? Let them put on whatever roof they want to put on that seems fit to their architecture. And, I can't see wavering And I can see over the next several projects, everybody comes in and says, we don't want to put up a sloped roof, we want to put up a flat roof, and we're going to do this over and over and over again. That's the way I see it. I don't have a problem with flat roofs personally, but some people do, and the people in the hills were vehemently objectionable to flat roofs, especially in the Minneola Ridge project. And they're gonna have flat roofs, and everybody's got a flat roof. Everybody's got a flat roof, and it's not an architecturally sloped roof, so why don't we think that through, whether we're being clever or not? I mean, the one person we say, oh, you gotta put a sloped roof on, he's gonna squeal like a stuck pig. If he looks in the records, he said, well, you approved 5 of them already, why won't you approve mine? And, you know, it's a pain in the neck going through that. I'm just spewing off here, and that's all.
I think the part of it is having the purpose, something that blocks seeing the flat roof. So I think that's the key piece is in other areas when you, and I'm not saying that this would happen here because I think we have other circumstances. So if you go down Old Winter Garden Road and you see some of the older buildings, they just slap a flat roof on it, they roll some tar on it, and there's no edging, there's nothing that really blocks it. It's got a little slope to it for drainage, and you can see the flat roof. Compared to if it has something around it, even though it's flat, it's not really flat, it's gonna have a little slope, you don't see that, it just has the perception. So, but Scott will figure something out.
Yeah, and as I understand the direction is you want to bring back exactly what Mr. Saunders is talking about. Let's fix the code. So if we're going to consistently waive
Right.
this anyway, let's fix the code to do. And as I understand, the intent is if the roof is not visible, then you're not concerned about the type of material
Yeah, but
that
the question
is
is
there.
visible how?
Yeah, I think.
But I
My
think,
concern with the commercial buildings along the turnpike is the developer comes in and he draws a straight angle down to where the cars are and says, see, you can't see the roof, but if you go across the street, or if you go to the commercial property that's gonna be on the other side of the turnpike, or if you go into the hospital, you're gonna see the roof. So what's the definition of visible? From a
And I
helicopter
agree
or
with- I agree with
from
you.
standing next to the building?
I agree with you. If you stand at the front of Target, and they have a flat roof, you can't see it, but if you go down Hancock, you can see the roof.
Yeah, you can see the 20 air conditioners on top too, but that's part of the landscape.
So,
And
I
I
understand what you're
don't think, when we passed the ordinance that said you gotta have a architecturally pleasant roof, I don't think we gave it enough thought. Now we're gonna waiver it every single time, so.
okay.
I'm not an architect, but we'll talk to those who know and bring something back for you all to consider. I think on this project, in the meantime, they're going to bring back as proposed the change to the developer agreement. If we need to tweak that language to make you comfortable, we certainly can do that at that time, so.
I guess we're opening it up to public comment.
Can I say something?
You may. Anybody else that wants to speak on this, feel free to.
Dave Yeager, 2750 Purple Meadow Court, Minneola. So the TPO is, the target roof is a TPO, and I presume the Publix we just built is a TPO, and it's really common. And again, we have, I think our code's antiquated, and I think we need to adjust for that because of the bigger buildings, and if Walmart or one do come here, it's going to be a TPO. And now, if you look years ago, when Target was built, it had the TPO, but now they have solar panels on top too. But TPO is the future, and we haven't been in the future for a long time, so I think we need to address it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody in the audience want to speak on this? I know it doesn't directly affect yours, but if not, can we bring it back? Do you want to make a motion, Eric? Or can you make it? You don't have to, but can you?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make a motion to approve item 5, site plan Grassy Lake Medical Office, with the conditions that we spoke about. Scott, do you need me to repeat all those, or?
Yeah, I think we previously mentioned coming back with a developer agreement to address the roof lighting and signage if they desire anything other than code. and also to, not a change developer agreement, but they will also have the fire department review the access issues, and if there's a concern, bring that back as well. If not,
Correct.
that's fine.
Yep, so.
It's a rambling way. We'll write it
What
better
he
in the,
said.
in the minutes.
So we have a
but yeah.
motion on the floor. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a month or so, and then hopefully in 6 or 8 months, you'll see a beautiful project coming out of the ground. And the target roof is reachable with a 4-iron from number 2 tee at Diamond Players Club if you hit it really solid. Some unscrupulous golfers have tried that.
Okay. Thank you.
That's all she wrote.
Okay, with that said, Mark, you got anything?
Real quick, as it's already been mentioned, but Walmart's going to host a community meeting here January 22nd. Again, that's not, council's not involved in that. That's at their request, wanting to meet with the public.
City is not involved in that.
What's that?
Not just
city is
council,
not
the
involved.
city is not involved in this.
City at all is not
Correct.
involved.
Okay,
Yes,
and
just-
so I just want to make sure we're not advertising,
Nope.
there's nothing on marquees, there's nothing on, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yes.
They are a private entity renting a public space.
Okay, I just trying to make sure everybody's on here.
Yep.
Okay.
That doesn't mean we won't be here.
We can be
No,
here,
no.
We can be here. Right, but I'm just saying,
sitting on opposite sides of the room, but
Right.
from each other.
yes, but okay.
We have some calls about streetlights blocking, overgrown trees blocking the streetlights over in the older part of town on South Avenue. Going forward, we're trying to have the homeowners maintain their own trees, not have Public Works out there doing it for them. So we have met with the complainant and have met with those property owners who are working on getting their trees trimmed. They were very cordial about it, but contact's been made, and those are in the works of getting done.
So that's interesting, Mark, just for clarification. So the trees, I'm assuming, are in the swales, correct?
The trees over there are on their own property,
On their own property? Okay. Never mind.
but they do hang over into the right-of-way, so our code requires they maintain their own trees.
Right, yeah, my question was if there is a tree on the swale, that should technically be addressed by the city, though.
If it's in the city's right-of-way or
Correct.
property we own, yeah.
Okay, but this is on private property, not on city, so, okay.
And I'd say that the question on, some people plant trees between the sidewalk and the street that's in our right-of-way, but the homeowners planted them, I would say that they still need to be maintained by the homeowners as well. But in this case, they're their trees.
I agree, but then you get into the issue of, well, they were here before I moved, right? So then you got that.
The previous owner planted it.
Right, yeah. So then what do you do then? But, all right.
We are having a magistrate hearing. I kind of let you guys know that already. There's 5 property owners that'll be going before the magistrate for noncompliance for various issues. We've moved this portable speed radar sign around. We also installed 2 of the pole-mounted radar signs over on Lakeview Oaks, where we didn't, where we didn't have the speed humps. We put those pole-mounted signs. Those have been installed. The tags for the commissioners, the new commissioners have been ordered, the name tags. Staff's getting quotes to replace the countertops in the bathrooms at City Hall with hopefully best we can match what we have in the other areas that we've remodeled. We're also looking to replace the stall dividers in those bathrooms. Admin hallway and utility building have been refreshed or in the process of. The wallpaper in those areas have been taken down, textures put on the walls. Primer coat was applied and paint has been installed. We're waiting on the base trim until we get the carpet. The light poles in City Hall are scheduled to be painted, and that will pretty much complete the outside refreshing of City Hall to have those light posts repainted. Everything else should be in good shape looking from the outside. The flagpole for the library has been ordered. The flagpole for the wastewater plant has also been ordered, but I don't think it's been delivered yet. Planning for the Centennial has been underway for a while. We did postpone it pending the park getting completed. So just be thinking about a date so we can firm up a date for that. I know we talked about maybe December.
Yeah, sometime in Q4, just when the weather is nice and not August.
And some of the activities here before, in front of you that they're kind of looking at doing. There's some stuff that is not written down, like time capsule and stuff like that. Also, we'd like permission to go ahead and post this scavenger hunt now in the next day or two to get that started. We'd like it to be like a year-long scavenger hunt. There's a lot of activities they're going to have to, places they're going to have to go to and take a picture, and they need time to be able to get that done. Just kind of, have some activity in the city in certain areas. So, the MS Awareness 5K is this, not this Saturday, but Saturday, March 14th at 8 o'clock in the morning over at the MAC. And that has already begun being advertised. And I think that's about it. Thank you. Oh, one more thing. The bathrooms at Trailhead Park, our insurance company has a new program where they will go in and put it back the way it was, turnkey. They will handle contracting selection, project management. They do the whole thing. We just got to tell them to get started, or we can go the traditional route. Staff would like to try letting the insurance company do it in this new format that they have, a new program. If it's okay with y'all, we'd like to move forward doing that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That is it. Thank you.
Actually, I want Christine to do it all.
I do have one question for you. I know that we did speak about the projects earlier. The pier, I wanted to see if I can get an update on that. And the reason why I'm asking is I do have some people that are interested in merit badges, educational participation, stuff like that. So there is a timeline on a person that needs to see if he can participate prior to October. So I'd like to see if we can move the pier along as quick as possible.
We'll try to expedite that. We do have our planning firm. We've engaged on trying to create a whole site plan for that park, and then from there we can move forward with full-on design and construction. I think we're going to use Inspire to get that done, and they've been working on the cemetery project as well, and they've gotten a lot of progress on that. So.
No.
Did you say Inspire was doing the pier?
No, the site plan.
Oh.
The site plan for the park.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, just going back to the centennial celebration, Mark, have we thought about doing corporate sponsors for the celebration?
That has been discussed. It's not on here, but certainly that would be helpful to help cover some of the costs.
Correct, yeah.
Absolutely.
Can we do it and not discuss it and
Sure.
do it? Cool.
Sure.
And let's talk, of
Like,
course, to the,
can we lock them in?
yeah.
Not
If
just
we-
do them, but lock them in as
Yes,
soon as possible.
yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for clarifying that.
No problem.
Okay.
Let's talk to the big players in town, of course, Crooked Can, Advent, and let's go after the small business. Not as much contribution, but it'd be good to get some advertisement for them as well, so. If we can
Yeah.
come up maybe with like a tier package, I think that'll be good, and then present it for next council, so that maybe February we can start rolling it out.
Sure. I know they've spoken with some already. I think they've already spoken with Advent Health and, and the Crooked Can. But certainly we can come up with some tiers. And we try not to hit the small business up too much. We let them know that there's an offer there if they want to participate, but, they get hit up by the community so much. And we hit them up for Safe Night Out and everything else. So we're careful not to.
Yeah, but I think some of them, at least put it out there.
Sure,
Let them make
let them
that
know if
decision.
they want to.
And
Right.
with Crooked Can, that's interesting. Can we make an exception to allow alcohol sales for this celebration from Crooked Can? Mr. Attorney, sir?
Solely from Crooked Can,
Or no, not solely, no, but
Our-
just
our
allow.
code Our code allows it. There's
code, okay.
certain steps they have to follow to be able to do it.
typically get a special event permit, so we'd be like, but yes, you can do that if it's approved.
Okay, for this event, if vendors do want to sell, since it is, of course, a centennial, can we, of course, council, your thoughts are to waive that, that permit so that we can have further involvement from other vendors?
Sure, especially if they're a corporate sponsor.
Yep.
That could be included.
Yeah, I think anybody who wants to either sell food or alcohol, if we could, of course, within limits. Of course, I'm sure we'll have Lake County sheriffs out there to make sure everything's under control, but I think if we could waive it for that event.
Waive the permit or waive the fee?
Fee.
Permit
That's what-
fee.
Fee, yeah. No, not the permit.
Yes.
No, the
Yeah.
permit
Yeah.
we need.
Yes,
We need
you
the
may-
permit.
You may waive the permit fee.
You waive the permit fee. yeah.
Joe, anything? I inadvertently skipped final public comment. Does anybody in the audience have any final public comments before we move forward? Sorry about that.
Unbelievable.
You send me to the right and you usually
No poking.
Candy Alexander, 872 Meadow Park Drive. I just wanted to come in tonight before we wrapped up this meeting and let you know that the volunteer for your garden department and anything with your Parks and Rec are still going strong, and they still are encouraged this year to continue to participate and support. I'm looking forward to what your Trailhead Park is going to look like and any involvement that I can be in that as well. When I was looking at the volunteer work that I do here in the community, I'm going on 17 years with our group. And 8, actually, from when I really was starting to be involved with the city, which was the original playground back in the day. For the centennial, when you do your tiers, also look for any of our nonprofits that are based here. I know that our nonprofit would love to participate in some fashion since we're based out of it. I don't know what that price range would look like, but I would encourage corporate, business, nonprofit.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
earlier that to have tiered approaches that
Yeah.
way. And then we'll review it next council meeting, and then we'll have it go live in February.
Yeah, that would be wonderful to include us. And I know the young man that might be very excited to help with the pier. So thank you, Pam. So thank you very much. Happy New Year, and see you at the next meeting.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Anyone else? Okay. Scott, you have us on edge.
Yeah, right. No, the only thing I think you should have at your tables, it's very exciting, the new Florida Municipal Officials Manual has been updated, and one is provided. I don't believe they provide paper copies anymore, which drives me crazy. I still have an old paper one, but it is also available online, but Christine put together the thumb drive for you to make it easier. But,
It's
Awesome,
2026. It's
Yes.
called USB-C.
or whatever.
Thank
It's
you.
actually USB-A, not USB-C.
No, but not everybody has USB.
Not everybody, yeah. And this is also a cybersecurity nightmare, so maybe we not do this. As your cybersecurity, liaison.
Okay, thanks, Christine.
Sure, you'd agree up there as well? Yep, see, yeah. So if you could actually just send us this via PDF or just a link on Dropbox, I think that would make me feel better. I'm sure it'll make him feel better as well. We're not plugging in random stuff. All right, that's it.
Thank you, but that was it.
Okay, anything for attorney?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I had a bunch of questions for the attorney tonight, but I talked to Mark, and I would like to, I plan on meeting with the attorney and Mark to discuss transition of me leaving office, how this works. There's lots of questions that I have, questions for the example of, does Pam, since she is vice mayor, she will resume the position of mayor? Does she become seat number 3 and then leaves her vacant? Does she go back? How this works, how the whole transition piece works. And I'm bringing that up and asking y'all in general, because I have a list of questions. And if you have any questions too, please bring those forth now. So in full transparency, I just don't want anybody to say, well, I got this happened or this, I didn't know that. So if you have any questions of how this transition will work, there is a day that, assuming if you appoint somebody, how does that person work in there? So just to understand. So if there's anything you need to think of, please get with Scott. And then I will meet with Scott and Mark with my list. And then we'll try to come up with a plan. I just want it to be kind of.
Everyone's questions will be addressed that same time.
Yes, but I think I have a list of questions. Talked to Mark. Mark had like, oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't want to put him on the spot, but I think if you write it down, but y'all might have other areas that I not thinking of, so I don't want to say, well, these are my questions, and you all think, well, or if anybody in the audience has questions, please, anybody has any questions about it, please bring it forth so we can just address it in one big package, and we'll have it as a discussion item in a few months.
I was going to say, that's a good,
It's,
be a
you know-
good idea. We can go through the questions, weed it out, and then maybe just have it as a discussion item, both for you and anybody.
Yeah, the answer is a few months, and this is what it is, and people can, but if anybody in the audience has questions, please come forth of how it will work, so.
I do have a question. Where you found an interdepartment delivery folder in 2026? That is,
Oh,
that's good.
It's from my office.
All right.
Okay. Anything, that's it, nothing for anything, Pam?
No, good.
Yeah, just Happy New Year, all. Just a couple things. Last night at the P&Z meeting, a new chair was elected, and congratulations, Denise Calderon. She's our new chair for Planning and Zoning, and William McCoy will remain as co-chair. Oscar and Joanna had resigned, so we'll be looking at new applications for that.
Do something for, can we do a play or something for Oscar?
Yes, and that was what I was going to do, tell Mark, if we could,
Yeah.
order a plaque for them, of course. And then also, now our next meeting, I have somebody in mind that would be a good board member. He's a civil engineer. I'm going to reach out to him and see if that interest is still there. I think he'd be a tremendous asset on the
So
board.
do you think we just go ahead and post it if there's any applicants that come forth? That's fine.
Okay.
So is council, you want to go ahead and put it out there for anybody that's interested in the board?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I have somebody too that I'm going to bring their application.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from the aspect of just posted that we have openings. Okay.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Yes, and just FYI, last night at the Planning and Zoning meeting, I sent them or gave them a guide for new commissioners, and it's an easy read, fun read, and filled with a lot of information, so they're on it.
Cool. Anything?
Just Mark and Christine, just letting you know, the world record for a drone show is over 5,000 drones, so.
The goal, the target has been set.
I'm sorry?
It has been set.
It has been, yeah, so if we could try to beat that, no, okay, I'm just putting it out there.
Joe, anything?
No.
I do have something. It's kind of weird, but Mark and I have discussed this for a while, and I'm going to bring it tonight since it's a light meeting, but because coincidentally, I saw a Facebook post about it also. Mr. Saunders has been on council a super long time for this city. And he's done a great job with the fire department. He brought back Educational Boulevard. He brought Educational Boulevard. That was his thought. He brought here. He was an MPO. I would like to, and I have an example. I had a lot of examples. Then I saw this because I was looking at for something else. This actually is what Lake County did. I would like to designate Educational Boulevard as Joe Saunders. I like the way they worded this. Basically, where it just takes Educational Boulevard and it will just say, City Council Member Joseph Saunders honorary roadway, but I would like to designate that Educational Boulevard since that was his, for him and future people to see. They don't want to rename the road. I would like to, but it's just a lot to do that piece. You're worth it, Joe, but I see Ray Goodgain. There's Ray Goodgain out there. There's
Kirk.
Huh?
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, there's Charlie Kirk. There's also, what's his name from?
Bradley Link.
Yeah, so we have the one that's over by the hospital that was the guy from Groveland, from Claremont. Oakley Seaver.
Oakley Seaver, yeah.
So, but I think Joe Saunders has been a valuable asset to this community. I would like for him to see it and experience it, that he's added great value to the city, but I would like to know what we can do, if there's any opposition, if we can move forward to do this. Catherine Hansen, they did it for her, so I thought it was a good piece. You with that? You okay, Joe?
I wouldn't do it.
Okay, we'll just make sure it has a sloped roof. But I think it's well warranted for the amount of time and effort that he's put in there. I think he's missed one meeting. You missed one meeting.
That was the workshop.
You missed one workshop.
One workshop.
Not.
Oh, that's
not
not, that's,
a meeting.
that's kind of like preseason football. It doesn't really count.
Yeah, that's practice.
Okay. So, yeah, so we could,
15 years, I haven't missed a city council meeting.
yeah, I can't say that for me, so, but thank you for your dedication, and I think it's well warranted. Do we have any, is everybody okay with that?
Absolutely.
So, okay, so if we can
100%.
move forward with that, Mark. Maybe next couple months, we'll discuss a timeline for that.
Yeah, just keep it on the up and up. Can you just add that to your consent agenda, so we just vote on it next meeting? So there's
Sure,
no-
we'll probably create a resolution.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, create a resolution for it, yeah.
okay. That's it. That's all I have.
Oh, okay, wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That'd be worse.
It can be. With that said, can I make a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
First and second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Eric, could you-
What?
I have something to do for you.
What?
I have something.
Oh. Is it the folding type or the jingle type?
Yeah, jingle.